All right. So now we are going to do what is called typecasting, okay, whereby we try to change the data types of these variables here. All right. So now I'm going to come here, and what I'm going to do is I am going to try to change the data type of age. So remember age here, when we check the data type, it was an integer. Okay, here. That is the second here. That is class int, the second one there. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to try to convert it into a string. Okay, so now I'm going to say here age is equal to now. So now it's time to convert it into a string. Okay, so now I'm going to use the str function, that is bracket open bracket close. Now I'm going to input the variable name. Okay, so I created a variable called age because I want to convert it, okay, into a string. Okay, so now I just type here str, that is string bracket open bracket close, and took this variable name here age and inputted it. All right, so now I'm gonna come down here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to try and print age. Okay, print bracket open bracket close age, and the other thing that I want to do is I want to go ahead and print the data type. Okay, so let's go ahead and print bracket open bracket close, and now the data type. So now check it out. Okay, it's still 50. All right, but now take a closer look at the data type. It has changed from, okay, here it was, remember, it was an int, so it has changed from an int to a what? To a string. Okay, so this is super important to note. Okay, all right. So now let us go ahead and continue. All right, so now what I want to do now, I want to take this age now and I'm going to convert it to a float. So how can I do that? How can I convert this to a float? So you can see this str. Now I'm going to remove the str and I'm going to input a float there. Okay, and now I'm going to load it, and you can see now it has changed to class float. Okay, so you can see how beautiful this is. So now let me just come down here, and what I want to do is I want to go ahead and let's say create a variable called value. This is equal to, let me just put this thing inside of strings, and what can I say? Let's say 1, 2, 4, right? Okay, so now I'm going to check the data type of this value, print bracket open bracket close type. Okay, because I have put it inside of quotes, you can see this is going to be a string. Okay, all right. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to convert this to an integer. So how can I do that? So I can just say value is equal to, so now I'm gonna say int. Okay, because what I want to do is I want to convert this to an integer, bracket open bracket close value, and now it's time to go ahead and check the data type. Okay, so now print, okay, inside print statement, so type function bracket open bracket close, and I've inputted the value. So take a closer look at it now. Previously you can see it was a string. Okay, and now once I converted it, it became what? It became an integer. All right, so now what I want us to do is to convert float to int. Okay, we're going to take a floating point number and we're going to convert it into an integer. Okay, let's just say oil underscore price, for instance, and I'm going to say this is equal to, let's say 22.9. okay, all right. So now I'm going to come down here, I'm going to print bracket open bracket close, I'm going to print the oil price. Okay, oil underscore price, and you can see 22.9. so now let's come here and check the data type. Okay, so it is type bracket open bracket close oil underscore price. So now let's check this thing out, and you can see it's a float. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and convert this to an integer to make it a whole number. Okay, all right, so now let's go ahead and say oil underscore price, okay, is equal to, now what I'm gonna do is I am going to convert this, like I say, to an integer. So I'm gonna say int bracket open bracket close. Now I'm gonna input the oil price, okay, print it out and check the type. Okay, now you can see first it was 22.9, okay, and when we check the type it was a class float, okay, and then secondly we converted it to integer, okay, and when we printed it out it rounds it down to 22, okay, it did not round it up, it rounds it down to 22, and when we check the type also we saw that, okay, it became an integer. All right, so finally what I want us to take a closer look at here is, let me just come here and let me just pick my name here, and let me just go ahead and try to convert my name. Let's say I'm gonna try to convert my name to an integer. Okay, all right, so let's try it out. So first let me print bracket open bracket close. I'm just gonna check type, okay, type bracket open bracket close. When we checked it before it was a string, as you can see, string, but now what I want to do is I am going to convert this to an integer. So I can say name now here. Let's say name is equal to, I want to convert this to an integer, okay, bracket open bracket close. Now I input name. So now let me go ahead, print it out and check the type. Okay, so now we have an error, value error. Why? Because integer is expecting a number. Okay, so since my name Ibrahima is a character or letters or alphabet, so therefore we cannot convert letters into int or float, but we can convert a number that is a string to an int or float. So all of this is very important to note. Okay, all right, so see you on the other side